You have searched and searched on TikTok, watched videos on YouTube as well on how to start a plug. You can start a plug for as little as 500. You can start a plug for as little as 1,000 rand, and you can make money. You can start selling. You can start advertising and so forth. But guys, where do you start? Are you a person who's able to simply just take that 1,000 rand, go to China Mall or where the plug is, and then buy whatever that you buy and then go and sell it for a markup? And how are you selling these products? It's very, very important because it's as easy to go and start and invest in your plug. Invest 500, 350. I mean, remember the 350 story. Invest in your hustle, but then how do you communicate that hustle to your customers? We are still missing that gap. So let us unlearn to learn. And here's another presentation for you guys. Back again with another presentation. Today we're entering into the presentation 2024 marketing plan. We're still unlearning to learn. I'll also clarify why the tagline unlearn to learn. So the overview. Market is defined as the group of consumers you want to sell to or appeal to. So when you start googling what is the market, is a definition that you get. But however, we have the versed in version. We are learning to learn. So the versed in version is marketing plan is how your business needs to represent itself to the consumers and how it should be received. Like I did say on the previous presentation, that you need to dress your business. So as much as you need to dress your business, now your business needs to look like cat. Right. So identify your market. You'll start googling. If rather you have been googling, identifying your market, they will tell you all sorts of things as to you need to know who you're selling to and whatnot. But we're going back to the basics with this presentation. So we're going to start with positioning. To make a mark on the market, we need to plan around the competition you have, right? As I always say, I'm still going to repeat this one. There's a lot of competition when you enter into the business space. So their failures are your success. Catch the gap they are missing and capitalize on it. Everyone in the business is making a mistake. Make sure that you learn your competitors' movements. Make sure that you learn their moves. Then capitalize on what they are missing, and that's where you start having your own success. Don't mimic, but capitalize on what they are not offering. Remember on the previous presentation, I did say that you need to be custom on how you present your business. So, market alignment. Market alignment, depending on the service being offered and the product offered, you need to be direct with who you are targeting. But when they say target market, they will tell you who to sell to and how to sell to them. But you need to be direct on what are you actually selling to them. Make sure that your product is in their faces. Make sure that your product is shining every time. Okay? Make sure that you are speaking directly to the target that you want this product to be sold to. I'll make a simple example. If a company like a Coke is offering Diet Coke rather, or sugarless, what they are actually targeting is anyone who's watching their figure, or rather who's diabetic, but they still want to indulge in the fizzy drink. So they are direct when they're saying it's Coke Zero or it's Diet Coke or it's sugarless. So as a side note, or rather a disclaimer, your product and service must have a design. This will also need an interactive video on its own, but I will be putting this to what the design. Your brand colors are key to communicating who your brand and services are directed to. because they add 90% of the market communication and response to your business. Something that is very, 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 very much overlooked is your color, your spacing, and so forth. Guys, it's not a coincidence that maybe Apple will use a certain color to communicate with their brands. They don't just go and pick a red color or a white color or a black color. It's like your Woolworth. Check Woolworth, check Pick and Pay. They're not using the same colors. Pick and Pay using a blue, white, and red color, and how it has been designed. It speaks to a certain target market, but look at Woolworth. Because of the usage of their color, their font, and the tone of the colors, they have this woody texture on their logos and on their products rather, and it has that mood touch on it. So it speaks opulent, it speaks luxury, it speaks volumes, and a certain group of people, they will look at their status. Remember, I did speak about status. Consumers are emotional and they purchase things based on how they view their own status. So if they feel that, okay, I align with Woolworth, then they will go to Woolworth. Hence, even the price gaps will also be different. They are offering the same product, but how it has been advertised makes a huge difference. Make sure that you make the example, take into consideration the example of Pick and Pay, and it's a very, very good example. You need to understand the market response, because I'm going to repeat this again. How you present your business, it's how your market will respond to it. So identify your audience. Something also that has been confused and overlooked. Target market and target audience are not the same thing. I simply just give you explanation. Target market, group of people. Target audience, specific group of people within the market. Okay? Let's get into it. Market audience. Your audience is a specific group in your target market. Who does your product relate to? Okay, that's the biggest question. Make sure that you complete these questions on your own when you study your business. It's very important to know who your product is directed to and who does it affect. Very also important. Also, who does your product identify with? Because I'll still put this as a disclaimer. Status is very, very important. Let me just make an example with target market and target audience. I'll use a simple brand that we all know. Kellogg's cornflakes. What is the target market? It's the consumers, your parents, and basically any consumer who's able to relate to wanting to eat a cereal in the morning. But however, who is the target audience? It's most likely the kids. Kids are the biggest consumers of your cornflakes, but the parents are the ones who will do the purchasing, but it's directed to the kids. That is why even on their ad, they will put a certain individual going to school, getting highest grades and so forth, because they promoting the high fiber, high iron, and all the vitamins that are associated with the product. So going back to market strategy, it's basically your communication. How you communicate and present your business is key to reach your audience. It's not a matter of where you're advertising, but how you advertise to them. Going back to Kellogg's cornflakes, it doesn't matter whether it's showing on TV, it doesn't matter whether it's showing on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, but how they market it is very, very important for to drive the consumer to purchase. I simply just repeat this example again. Kellogg's cornflakes directed to kids, but however, because of the fiber, the iron, and so forth, it makes the parent want to buy it for the kid. So does that now make sense? Piece this together, it's as simple as it is. So if we can start as individuals who are starting to start this hustle or start a business, look into these things. How do you communicate your product or your advertisement is very, very key concept. Advertising strategy. Learn how to appeal. Advertising is a form of the highest business art as it is directed to a specific niche. It determines where your product fits in the market, setting you apart from competition. I'll simply just make another example. Take your Jeep brand, it's a relatively high-top company. Whenever they advertise the Jeep brand, they always show it in the mountains and so forth and exploring. But they're not showing, they're actually not saying that this car is capable of going through mountains, rocks, and so forth. No, but it's directing to people who like to explore. So people who are able to, who like to explore, then they can be able to associate themselves with the Jeep because it caters for them. It's exploring. It's not because it can climb mountains. It's exploring. So how you communicate and how you appeal is very, very important with the consumers to drive and to purchase your product or rather to support services. So this brings us to our end of this presentation. I had to keep it short and precise, and we'll make sure that you use this platform to elevate your business, drive sales, and this is the end. Learn to earn. So guys, again, if you want a copy of these templates, make sure that you email us from versedinofficial@gmail.com over templates for free. So back to you. That was the marketing 101 presentation for 2024. Please do utilize what you've seen there. And I did say, make sure that you do email us if you do need those templates rather. We'll make them available for you free of charge because we're here to build a community. If there's anything that I have missed, make sure that you do subscribe, comment, send us a message, tell us what we've missed, things that we can cover in future because we're all here to learn. I'm doing this thing based on the experience that I've came across in my own endeavors, trying to start a business, trying to start rather a hustle. So this is me, Ninja, and this is the Roasting channel. Stay tuned again for another video. Peace.